Zealand's Next Top Fashions and New Zealand's Next Top Model, brought to you by Glasson.
Previously on New Zealand's Next Top Model. Some girls struggled to step up their game.
It was boring.
Go!
And when the race was on, Amber received the winning prize. But ultimately, her failure to grow in the competition also had her packing for home. 9 girls remain, who will be New Zealand's next top model. Bottle by the fire.
That was me, but I was gonna think about moving it, but then I was like, I can't be bothered.
It's pretty lame-o that Amber left.
The last name I'm going to call is Bianca.
She was my first roommate when we got to the Bay of Islands, so I'm gonna miss her.
I was really close with her, and she's such an amazing girl, and I really miss her.
You've been a pleasure to have here.
Thanks for the opportunity.
She was such a humble spirit to have around, you know, like, she wasn't a bitch.
When Time brought up her bulimic accusation, we were all just like, what the hell, what are you doing?
Oh no, what's wrong?
One of the girls came up to me and accused me of being bulimic.
It was just real, like, attention-seeking.
It's really messing with my head. I don't think she actually meant it that way, but the way she said it was straight out, and it really did get to me.
Don't laugh about that.
I'm really, really angry at Tyne. I don't want anything to do with it anymore.
I've learned you can't let them get to you because we're all here with the same reason, and you just got to do what you got to do to keep on top of the game.
Hi girls. There comes a time when every top model must face her fears.
Oh no!
Oh my god, that's gonna be so cool!
What are you guys scared of?
I don't want to be near bugs.
I'm scared of heights.
I'm just scared of Sarah.
And we turned up at Spookers, and I was pretty excited about going there. I'd never been there before. It looked like it was going to be fun.
It's like this crazy as old school mental hospital.
Oh god. Okay.
Welcome to Spookers.
Today we walked through Compound K by ourselves.
It was kind of like my worst nightmare in real life.
It's like you're literally in a horror movie.
They get up all up in your face, and I got fake blood all over me.
I'm not really scared of anything.
Oh my god, that's fucking awesome!
So I was just like, oh, cool. Nice tea.
I'm not really scared by people dressed up as zombies. I can see why some of the other girls got quite freaked out.
I don't know if I want to go in.
Come on in here, little girlie.
I had a bit of trouble going into Compound Cave. I was way too scared.
I was crapping myself.
Oh my god, I hate you!
I just don't like it. I don't like the heebie-jeebiness of it. I'm just stubborn, and once I put myself in that mindset that I can't do it, I don't do it.
We went upstairs and I gave that a go because we were in groups of 3. I get scared really easily.
Away from me! No, please don't come near me!
I've got like a real visual memory. That sort of stuff repeats in my brain over and over.
Please get me out of this place. Like, seriously?
This place scares the shit out of me.
So we go into the ballroom and all these zombies come out. I still had the spooks at that time.
Standing there watching them come in, I was absolutely petrified.
Hello ladies, welcome to Spookers. Sometimes modelling is like a horror story, and you need to face your fears and have some courage and step outside your comfort zone. So I've brought psychologist to the stars, Sarah Chatwin, to talk to you about mental toughness.
Hello girls.
Hi.
I've got to say, I'm glad it was you guys in there and not me, because we all have fears and anxieties. So today, we'll talk about those fears, then I'm going to give you some strategies to help you out in those situations.
Well, good luck with that, and good luck to all of you. Let's go party.
Often our fears are born very early on in our lives when we're exposed to a situation or something that just frightens us, that we don't know how to deal with. I think that for some of the girls, being away from home, perhaps for the first time, puts a lot of pressure on them. I think many of the fears that they had, bubbling away that they contain, will be coming out because of that pressure. It's really important to look at those dialogues that you're having with yourself in your head, the self-talk. Make sure it's positive.
Sarah gave us some really helpful hints and tips about, sometimes you got to overcome your fears and you got to kind of change your mindset.
If you are talking to yourself negatively, that is how you're portraying yourself to the world.
What even if you're doing all those things, but it's just like your self-esteem, like what you think about yourself?
Sometimes it's really helpful to think about why, where it started.
When I was younger, my mum was an alcoholic, and I used to get bullied a lot because mothers didn't want their children to be hanging out with me and stuff like that.
That's a really, really difficult situation for you to be in, and it must have been a really hard time for you. I felt it was really courageous of AJ to share the details of her relationship with her mother and how that has affected relationship building in her present and probably in her future. Did you have one friend that understood? So you went through school with really no friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really trust anyone in the house because I know that, people can turn on you.
Nobody deserves that, but I expect that your mum was going through some stuff of her own.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, and unfortunately she couldn't, pick herself up and understand your needs as well as her own. I do believe that when you put that stuff out there, it helps.
The thing is that I don't know, I speak my mind too much.
I do wish you all the best and hope that everything goes well for you.
Thank you. I think AJ needs a bit of a confidence boost, but it's good that she's around us, because we're making her feel better about herself and stuff.
Every top model must strive to reach new heights.
Oh my god, we might be bungee jumping.
Oh no!
The Sarah Mail suggested that we were going to do something to do with heights, and sure enough, we arrived at the Sky Tower.
We went down the escalator and I saw all these orange jumpsuits and harnesses and things like that.
Oh my god!
Hi girls, welcome to Sky City. So who's afraid of heights? Is that all? Just 3.5 of you? Well, you're going to need all the tools that Sarah Chatwin armed you with yesterday to face your fears, because I'm taking you up to the top of the Sky Tower and we're going to go on the Skywalk.
I heard that we were doing this, I was like, hell yes!
Now that is 192 metres off the ground. There are no handrails, and I'm going to give you the chance to lean out and strike your best top model pose.
Holy shit, kill me.
I should have done the Spookers challenge so I could get out the Sky Tower one.
Now, joining me today is a very, very special guest. She burst onto the modelling scene in 1986 and went on to become one of the most photographed international cover models in the world. It is Rachel Hunter.
Hi, girls. When I saw Rachel Hunter, I was like, damn!
And I was pretty much fanning out, like going...
So, Rachel, tell me, as a model, did you ever come across things that were challenging and out of your comfort zone?
There's so many different scenarios that I could think of, right from flying through hurricanes, different animals that I've worked with, kids, men, everything. The whole thing. But the thing is that you can say no, and the good thing is you have the opportunity to work through a fear. That is amazing, if you can.
So whoever Rachel and I think does the best job posing off the edge of the Sky Tower is going to win a Sky City Grand Extravaganza package. Okay, who wants to go and live life on the edge?
I was feeling kind of gutted because I hate heights.
I was not looking forward to this challenge.
Ready to rock?
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Rachel was nice.
She didn't laugh at me for bawling my eyes out and being a little wuss.
The view was so cool from outside.
Okay, Hillary.
Yeah?
What are you going to do for your best pose?
I don't know, I'll think of something. It was a rush. Leaning out for the first time, it was so cool. And what do you want?
Yeah, no hands.
Oh my God! There was no actual danger, so there's nothing to be afraid of.
Well, if you want to, you can lean off front ways.
Yeah?
Oh my God, that's amazing.
It's going to make me look like a wuss.
I'd do it again 100 times over. So cool.
High five. We'll see you later on. All right, Araha, come on out.
I was real excited, but then when I got up there, it was a different story.
Oh my God!
We went into the poses and I had to do the turnaround pose where you like posed out front.
Titanic!
Good job! Oh, I probably got it off. Oh my God!
I actually ended up swinging back into Chris.
She tried to push me off.
I know!
Yeah, that bit was a little scary.
Deep breaths, Bianca, you can do it.
Well, I stepped onto the platform and then I felt like drips on me. I was like, oh shit, it's raining. And then I realised I was the one crying.
You can do it. Go on, Bianca.
Awesome effort. I'm so proud of you. Good work. When she first got up there, she could hardly look down. I could tell she was freaked out. Now, are you keen to lean off?
Yep. Leaning over the edge was absolutely terrifying.
Shuffle out. Yeah. Okay, now show me your best pose.
I was like, don't look down, don't think, just do.
She'd struck a couple of amazing poses with this fierce determination, I would say she had.
I don't really remember doing the posing. I was too freaked out.
That was amazing.
It was fun. Oh my God.
Wow, it's so high.
It is high. So, thing is to strike a pose. You can lean off. Everyone else has. I haven't. I'm the biggest girl here. Stretch your legs out.
I didn't feel like I just struck a cool pose, really. I was so nervous.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Good job, Arihana, good job.
I was quite excited to go up on the skywalk.
It's time for your pose. You can do better than that.
It was really windy up there. It felt like a big gust of wind could pick you up and throw you off the Sky Tower.
Nice job.
Good work.
How are you?
Good.
I know you're nervous about this, so I'm not going to hold your head that long so you can just go and do it, right?
I decided it wasn't going to be that scary.
Look at me. Just look at me, okay? Just walk to me.
When I got up there and, like, you looked down, I was like, nah.
I don't want to do this.
Hold on to your rope.
It just freaked me out and I just couldn't do it.
She got out on that platform and she could hardly move. I mean, she was frozen.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's cool. These guys will take you back in, all right?
This can be a fear for one person and not for another. And if you don't want to do it and you are that scared, then don't do it.
I'm proud that you even walked a little bit, AJ. You did awesome.
You'll be fine.
Once she took a step out onto the platform and could see everything down below, I was just like, ah! Can I have someone hold my hand and walk me along, please?
Not.
When I first got out there, started jumping along to Chris as fast as I could.
I was thinking, oh my goodness, she's going to like just run me straight off this building. God, you crazy chick, what are you doing?
I don't know.
I'm nervous.
I wasn't really too sure what to do when it came to the posing because I was really excited but nervous.
Oh my God, she's not thinking about what she's doing.
See you later.
Yeah, sweet, thank you. Time. Be careful. Oh my God, you did it! I did it!
Want to go back off the edge?
Leaning out, I was like, okay, forget that there's just air there, forget about it.
Fierce, fierce.
I just leaned out, did my thing, came back. Awesome.
That's so scarily awesome.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, just a little.
I hate heights, but everyone else can do it and not die, then I might as well do it.
Okay, just whenever.
I was like trying to keep a straight face for the posing, but I was just like dying inside.
That was sweet.
I was kind of embarrassed because I didn't make that much of an effort the first time.
She's going to do it.
I wanted that fulfillment inside of me.
Come on, we'll walk out together.
For AJ to even giving it a second go, that says a lot about somebody to me.
Look at me, look at me, look at me.
We're all so proud of AJ. Like, it's ridiculous what she did.
Your left hand on Chris's shoulder. There you go, nice. Work it.
And she came back out and she inched her way out along that platform. You're all right.
I want to go!
That's probably the scariest thing I've ever done.
AJ, hey, give me 5. Good scuttle.
I'm never going on that sky tower again.
All right, how's that?
Awesome!
Woo! Now, we've decided on a winner, and the winner of the Sky City Grand Extravaganza package is Bianca.
Wait, did I hear my name right?
And so, Bianca, the reason you won is because you overcame that fear and you actually struck a fierce pose.
Yeah, to be that fearful and still be able to finish the task and stuff, you did an amazing job.
Okay, and as a runners-up prize, jumping off the building.
Oh my God!
Hillary!
Yes! Yes! Oh my God! Thank you so much! I got to jump off the sky tower.
You guys should feel really, really proud of yourselves. And AJ, you're awesome. Honestly, you had a lot of guts to do what you did.
Yeah, well done.
Yay, guys! Awesome.
Whoa! Amazing morning. The girls are going to be fizzing all day off this. The adrenaline will be pumping around their system, especially Hillary.
Oh my God!
Now get me out of here. I want to get down.
We've got a lot of time on our hands being in the top model house, and we've got a lot of cans of spaghetti.
Spaghetti! Spaghetti!
And so we decided to have a spaghetti fight.
Ariana!
Flung spaghetti right into my face.
Got like 10 cans of spaghetti, just started chucking them everywhere, and it was just awesome. Spaghetti was everywhere, all over the windows, all over the tiles.
We're gonna be in big trouble.
We're gonna be in the biggest trouble. It's just really disrespectful of this place that we're staying at.
There's 2 empty cans of spaghetti. That's not good, man.
It only lasted 5 minutes.
Was it worth it, girls?
Our lifetime memory of joy.
That took about an hour to clean up.
Oh, for sakes, we're gonna get in so much trouble straight up. We made a massive mess at the house downstairs and we've already got in trouble for that, so sorry.
Live like a model with Pacific Blue and V Australia. Choose your fashion destination, LA, Sydney, Melbourne or Abu Dhabi, and we'll fly you there with $4,000 to spend. Hit tv3.co.nz, answer a question and you're in the draw. Thanks to Pacific Blue and V Australia.
Hi girls. Sugar and spice or rats and snails? What is this top model made of?
Sugar and spice. Spikes.
Spice. Maybe it'll be like ugly in the middle of all this prettiness. It'll be so cool.
Do you guys think there'll be spiders in there though?
Hopefully.
I hope not.
Spiders are the only things I'm not scared of. This is the only thing I can do this week. Yes!
I don't want anything to do with yucky insects.
Went into Butterfly Creek, and on the sign there was like all these bugs. I wasn't really looking forward to it.
It's like my little friend. Yes. Hey, well, welcome to Butterfly Creek, home to obviously some amazing animals, beautiful butterflies, and a lot of creepy crawly critters. And it's home to today's photo shoot.
Yay!
With me today is photographer Carolyn Hazlitt.
Hi, girls.
Hi.
Carolyn shot a lot for Fashion Quarterly. She's also shot local star Robin Malcolm. Now I'm just going to pass this little guy over. Thanks, Norm. Okay, so girls, today what's going to happen is our amazing stylist team are going to make you guys up into these goddesses and heroines from folklore and legend.
Ooh.
But of course there is a twist. You won't be posing alone. All right, girls, it's going to make you look like beautiful goddesses.
Your goddess is Felicitas, the goddess of good fortune and success, but we're going to put a little twist on it and make it about being greedy.
Come on in,
How are you?
Carolyn, this is Hillary.
Hi, Hillary.
So we saw Hillary first, and I pulled out this big hairy tarantula, and she freaked out.
Oh no,
It's a tarantula.
Wait, stop, no. No, this is like the one thing that I do not do. I was thinking coming into this after the Star Mail, I hope I get anything but the spider, like a giant weta would have been fine.
Yeah, honestly, it's a friend. It's really friendly.
That sneaky devil man led me on and made me think it was real for like most of the photo shoot. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So I was sitting there thinking I had an actual real living spider on me. I felt like a bit of a douche.
Let's just start working now. Eyes here.
Definitely took her a little while to concentrate. You know, I think she was distracted by the spider.
Freaking out.
Oh, come look this way. When there's a butterfly, you try and focus on the camera.
I don't feel Hillary embodied greed. Not a lot of expression, not a lot of change.
Oh my God, very much.
I was Hebe, the goddess of youth.
I've got a little friend.
As soon as Chris brought out the weta, I backed off and I actually didn't know if I could bring myself to do the photo shoot.
Oh my God. Don't let it fall on my face, please, Chris.
She didn't want anything to do with it. It was giving me so much joy. The weta is not real. Well, it's real, but it's not alive.
You don't understand how grateful I was that they did not put a real live weta on me.
Oh, so much better.
But what if I was tricking you again and it really is alive?
No, being Hebe, I had to act like I love all nature because I'm youthful and I have to represent that, and kids tend to like all creepy crawlies.
You look good.
That's gorgeous.
She was aware that she had to be youthful and beautiful and fresh. She really tried to deliver that essence.
Oh, that's nice. Ooh.
I think the other girls are going to have a horrible time with the insects just like I did, except AJ. AJ is excited.
You look like you're on a mission to do some damage.
I was a goddess of war, so I had to be strong and powerful.
You're going to get the alligator.
It's really nerve-wracking at first, because at first I was like, don't eat my face off, but I was fine.
Okay, that's nice. That's lovely.
I was really impressed. You know, from last week where she was a disaster, all over the show, this week she was determined and focused. You're doing really well. You're a woman not to be messed with, all right?
That's gorgeous. Looks like you're going to eat him.
She really interacted well with that alligator. I think she did a fantastic job.
All right, cool.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
I'm happy that the photo shoot wasn't on top of the Sky Tower, but this was a piece of cake.
So your goddess is Narcissus, who's the goddess of vanity. What?
I was supposed to be in love with myself. I just didn't know how to do it. My fingers are so pretty.
She had the weta.
Are you serious?
She thought it was alive.
I had a bit of a freak out, and one of my photos were like that.
You're going to think, I'm so gorgeous.
I really struggled with the aspect of being vain. Like, I didn't know how to do it.
You still need to be
in love with myself.
Way more in love with yourself, like so.
Did it just die? I was a pussy, to be honest. I was like so scared, and I thought it was nibbling on my shoulder, and it wasn't.
So there's no fear, it's just love for yourself.
They were saying more vain, but like, how do you get more vain? Why did you tell me it wasn't real? I reckon I could have got
better shots.
Yeah. Vanity, like, whoa. Vanity.
No other bugs for Bianca, you're just getting the butterflies.
Oh, that's good. That's nice. That's lovely.
My favourite goddess was always Athena. She was strong and slightly tomboyish and pretty cool that I got her.
That's quite good, actually. That's quite confident.
I didn't have to move around much or think much, but I just had to portray a character, and that's kind of all of my strengths rolled into one.
There were some shots that I'm really happy with. I don't think that's an easy one to pull off.
I feel like if I go home because of this, then there's no way in hell I could have done any better.
So your goddess is Artemis, who's the virgin goddess of the hunt.
Oh, cool! I love being at Amazon.
Oh, gosh, look at all those butterflies. Oh, look at that. There's one on your head. Don't move too quickly.
I wish I could, focus more on being fierce and being all godlike and stuff, but I was too busy focusing on the alligator.
Okay, it's a bit boring.
There was just something that was a bit flat, a bit vacant. I don't think she was really connecting enough.
It was cool having a butterfly on my face and an alligator, so hopefully those photos will make up for me being boring.
I was the goddess of wisdom and knowledge, and I had a bearded lizard as a prop, just like the cool, sweet creature.
So this is going to be quite a simple portrait. Nice. Beautiful.
I thought she looked fantastic, actually. I was seeing this little slight smile on her face, which I was really happy about. Been wanting to see that for a long time.
Beautiful. That's gorgeous.
I think she finally is starting to listen and take on board the direction. It's taken quite a while, but, we got there.
So you want to take inspiration from Nike, the god of victory.
Sweet. I was a wee bit worried as to what they were going to give me.
Is it a
freak?
No, please. I'm actually begging you. No.
I shat myself.
This one is not alive.
That's even worse.
It's not as dead. She almost ran back up the ramp, actually. I was going to put it right there, okay?
I totally understand, but we've only got a few minutes, unfortunately. Make it work.
I did not want to have that thing anywhere near me. It was really, really, really hard for me to sit there with it.
Are you feeling like a winner?
I'm really distracted, actually.
So Tyne's had a bit of an inability to deal with her fears and the things that sort of hold her back. I want to see you more...
I can feel it.
Concentrate. She was letting that fear sort of eat into her photographic time.
I don't think that she won that one. No.
So Bridget, you're the goddess of temptation, 80.
At first I was a bit scared, because the outfit's quite revealing. But I was just trying to think about my character that I had to portray and try and get into that headspace.
So what have you been thinking about?
I'm a red hot woman.
You are.
Yeah.
Warm it up a bit. A little bit sexier, I think.
Brigitte looked guarded.
Okay, so we need to mix it up a bit because it's getting a bit stale. At first it wasn't so great, but then when she had a bit more leg and she changed her face, she looked great. That's lovely.
Brigitte, that's much better body language. It really wasn't until the last 10 frames where she got it.
That's nice. One more.
I don't think she's really giving it her all, and I don't think she can afford not to.
Anybody could have a bad week and just go home, so it's quite nerve-wracking.
I think in general the girls did really well, actually, and the insects were great. Reminded me of when I was a kid and I used to get the big scary dirty insects and scare my sisters.
We're ready.
Okay. Hi girls, it's time for you to meet with the judges. Only 8 of you can go on in the hope of becoming New Zealand's next top model.
Love Sarah.
Elimination. 8's actually a really small number.
It's way more intense now because one bad photo could literally send you home.
It's always a big shock as to who goes home. That's always so unexpected.
I just want to focus on myself and myself getting into the next round. Anihana told me that Aroha and some other people were talking about me, and they said that I had a really good chance of winning the competition, even though I haven't won a challenge yet.
I thought I would have gone home ages ago because I was crap. And I'm getting better now. I'm just like, I might actually be able to win.
Hi girls.
Hi Sarah.
This week you learned how to face your fears and step outside your comfort zone. Joining me on the judging panel today, your photo shoot director, Mr. Chris Cicerich.
Thanks for a very entertaining week.
Your runway coach and model mentor extraordinaire, Mr. Colin Mathura-Jeffrey.
Hello, ladies.
Hi. And this week, our special guest joining us, the first New Zealand model to really make a splash overseas, Rachel Hunter.
Hi, girls.
Hi. New Zealand's next top model will win representation with my agency, 62 Models, a 1-year contract with CoverGirl Cosmetics, an 8-page editorial and a cover with Clio magazine, your very own Ford Fiesta, and our winner will fly, courtesy of V Australia and Pacific Blue, to Europe, where she will meet with Next Model Management in both London and Paris. So let's see who conquered their fears. AJ.
Hi.
How'd you go up the Sky Tower?
I think Chris is still deaf from the yelling.
She screamed in my ear the whole time we were up there.
You went out and you just fell to pieces and unravelled. But the most amazing thing is you made a second attempt to go out there.
What made you go back?
I want you guys to realise that I really want to be here.
AJ, what was your character?
I was a god of war.
One thing that I found with this picture is you were sort of hiding your face a bit.
My face kind of looked chubs.
Chubs, that's a fear of mine.
I would have liked to have seen more power from the shoulders. You know, you are a war god. That is really scary.
Yeah.
You should have taken a bite out of the alligator.
Oh my God, that would be animal cruelty.
I thought it was a pretty good effort.
Thank you.
Hillary.
Hi guys.
Did you conquer your fears?
I don't really have fear of heights, so...
What do you have a fear of?
Spiders.
Oh no, do you?
Yeah.
How unfortunate.
The job was to portray these mythological goddesses and heroines, and yours was greedy. I didn't think you looked greedy.
This is sort of becoming a cycle for you where you're rather weak in the photos, which is weird because you're quite dominant and strong when you're on a challenge, and then you're just this sort of anemic bore in a photo.
Thanks, Hillary.
Thanks, guys.
Tyne.
Hey.
How was your week?
Oh, spookers, that scared me so much. I just burst into tears up there. I was absolutely horrified.
How'd you go up the Sky Tower?
Sky Tower, that was really cool. I was really excited to get up there. I kind of galloped along the platform. I was really excited.
You freaked me out. I was standing out there. I thought, what's she doing? She's like running at me like this deer that's just been let out of a pen.
What were you?
I was Victory.
For me, this doesn't speak victory. I think after last week where you just nailed this amazing photo, I was expecting quite a lot.
Yeah.
And I really wasn't getting this feeling of this champion. You kind of looked like you came in second.
I hate spiders, so...
Look, I hate spiders too. And for me, if it's not going to bite you and it's dead, stick it on your shoulder and bring it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, guys.
Rosanna. Rosanna, you're looking pretty happy with yourself. Did you enjoy your week?
I enjoyed conquering my fear. Facing it wasn't so much fun. It was so scary.
What did you have to do at Butterfly Creek?
I had to represent Hebe, the goddess of youth.
You look completely in control of a giant weta and a whole lot of butterflies. I think it's beautiful.
Your facial expression is amazing. Just everything about it is absolutely beautiful. I love the shot. I think it's gorgeous.
That's a great shot. Well done.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Brigitte.
Hello.
What were you scared of this week?
I wasn't really scared of heights or spookers. I found it really fun.
Good.
Yeah.
You weirdo.
How did you enjoy your photo shoot? What was your character?
I was the goddess of temptation. I was trying to be like tempting and seductive without being slutty or anything like that.
Having sexuality at this age is very, very hard. And I think you just have to really keep that kind of classic innocence. It's not a like, here's me and here's my boobs and here's my legs and here's everything, because anyone can do that.
For me, there's no temptation in that photo at all, and I think that you need to learn how to play up a lot more characters within yourself.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Aroha.
Hi.
What was your character?
I was the god of vanity.
I actually was quite bored with your picture and with your photo shoot. It was kind of dull. You weren't getting there.
I found it kind of hard to like portray a character that I was in love with myself.
What do you love about yourself?
I like my breasts.
I did not see that coming.
And what Colin's getting at is he's saying, this motivation for you to sort of to draw on those things that you love about yourself, and then to use that as a tool to get this feeling of vanity in your picture.
What are you thinking?
Just disappointed. Before the photo shoot, I was like saying to myself, like, I love myself and things like that. So, yeah.
That's okay. It's okay to mess up once, or it wasn't even a mess up. It was just the situation didn't work, that time.
Thanks a lot, Aroha.
Thanks.
Arihana.
Hi.
So, how'd you go on the photo shoot? What was your character?
I was the goddess of wisdom and knowledge.
Arihana, I like this picture because I actually saw for the first time from you these flickers of light and these just subtle smiles that really, really worked for this character and for this emotion.
Carolyn Hazlitt said the lights are on and there's someone home, and that was music to my ears. Everything we've criticised you for, you fixed?
Oh, it's so good.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Izzy.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
How was your week?
I love heights and I love horror, so this week was like the coolest week since we've been here.
I think this shot of you is a pretty shot, but I did think that you were a little bit preoccupied. You just seemed a little bit vacant.
It's almost because you are an accomplished hunter, you don't need to show anyone that you've got prey. To me, it would have been great if you just held the animal like you do this every day, it's no big deal.
Spoken by an accomplished hunter. Okay. Thanks a lot, Izzy.
Goodbye.
Bianca.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm buzzing because I won the challenge and I got given an amazing goddess to portray, and it's just everything seems to be going so well. I don't want it to stop.
Tell us about your character.
I was Athena.
Athena's the goddess of ambition, isn't she?
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of ambition in it.
It's a beautiful photograph. It's not Athena at all.
There's something really beautiful about your face and the crown, like if you really cropped into it and it was a headshot. But as a full shot, I just don't think it's quite there.
Okay. Okay, girls, you've given us an enormous amount to think about and we've got to deliberate. Thank you. This week it was all about facing their fears. Let's start with AJ.
Oh, poor thing. I mean, she was frozen stiff up the Sky Tower.
I was really happy to hear that she came back out and conquered those fears.
As far as the photo shoot went, she was a lot more focused. I was a bit disappointed, with the alligator so close to her face. I'm kind of looking at the alligator rather than her face.
She's treating it like an earring.
Tyne.
Last week she got a beautiful picture. Up until then, I'd been a bit underwhelmed with Tyne, and I'm underwhelmed again.
She was totally freaked out at Spookers. I mean, I heard her howling.
I know, but don't you think it was probably, for her, maybe one of the hardest weeks?
There's many things that she has feared during this process, and is that somebody that can withstand, over time, a job like this?
Colin, you'd know all those castings that you get rejected from.
I only got rejected from catalogues, which were the things that you did.
Hilary.
I find this photo just dull and boring.
One of the biggest disappointments this week for me.
How many average photos is this now for such a zany, vibrant, exciting girl?
Goddess of average. Not ideal. Our goddess of youth, Rosanna.
When we talk about girls going backward, she's actually moving forward, because I think that she's moving from strength to strength and handling that amazing face in a photo now.
Brigitte.
Well, this week for me, Brigitte sort of was very middle of the road. The photo shoot was just a bit ho-hum.
I'm not seeing temptation there. I'm just seeing a beautiful girl sitting down with a plait.
She's got beautiful eyes, she's got a beautiful face. Yeah, there's a problem there with the vulnerability of being a temptress, but, I mean, she's beautiful.
Aroha. Look, I just think she let her head get the better of her this week. She said, I'm not vain, came to set and blew it.
When I see her walk down the catwalk to us, I see a lot of pride. She could have just translated that for us and it would have worked.
What worries me about this photo is she's 19 years old and she looks
mumsy.
A lot older, mumsy.
the goddess of wisdom, Arihana.
I think she probably had the best week she's had of the competition, actually. She's always had a great face to photograph, but just never really brought anything extra to the pictures. But this time, there's a bit more of a sparkle, there's a slight smile on her mouth. You know, there's something interesting about it.
Good week. Busy.
With the photo, she's got a beautiful, strong face in that, and you wouldn't know that there's this zany person, from that person that's modelling there, which is kind of great.
I like it. To me, it seems to work, and I'm still big on the fact that she's got a butterfly on her eyebrow and she's not flinching. Bianca.
She did a wonderful job up the Sky Tower. I was very impressed with her. Photographically, she definitely needs to bring a bit more X factor and some more subtleties to her modelling.
As long as she can keep growing, then that would be amazing.
9 girls. We've only got 8 places in the model house. Someone's going home. I think we know who it is. Nine beautiful girls, 8 photos in my hand. These photos represent the girls going back to the model house and still in the running towards becoming New Zealand's next top model. The first name I'm going to call, going back to the model house tonight, is Rosanna.
Thank you.
You had a great week this week. You've been a pleasure to watch.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The next girl I'm going to call and going back to the model house with Rosanna is Arihana.
Thank you.
Congratulations. The third girl going back to the model house and still in the running towards becoming New Zealand's next top model is Bianca. It's time to stop looking surprised and stop looking down and start looking happy to be here because you deserve it.
Yes.
Well done. Izzy.
Thank you.
Congratulations. 4 girls going back to the model house, 5 girls in front of me. I've got 4 photos in my hand. The next name I'm going to call is AJ.
Thank you so much.
Well done. Still in the running towards becoming New Zealand's next top model is Brigitte.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you very much.
Still in the running towards becoming New Zealand's next top model is Hillary.
I thought you guys had had enough of me.
We think you've got potential. We need to see it.
Okay.
See you next week.
Thank you.
Aroha, Tyne, please come forward. Aroha, you started this competition with a hiss and a roar, but this week you seem to run out of steam. Tyne, last week you aced the photo shoot. This week, a dead spider and some lace got the better of you. I'm holding one photo in my hand, and this photo represents the name of the girl still in the running towards becoming New Zealand's next top model. For the other girl, the journey ends here. The last name I'm going to call, and still in the running towards becoming New Zealand's next top model, is Aroha.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
See you next week. Tyne, sometimes the girls who are really brave don't always show their strength, but I think there's a lot more to you than meets the eye. I think you've done really well in this competition, but it's time for you to go home.
Thank you guys for this amazing opportunity.
Thanks, Tyne.
I'm out of the game. It's just been an awesome experience getting to meet all the people in this industry. Pushed me out of my comfort zones a lot, which has been a good thing for me. I miss Arrowtown, it's so beautiful. I'm not used to all of this crazy city life. It'd be good to go back home, work, school, save, go travelling, start my life.
Coming up on New Zealand's Next Top Model, the girls learn to cope with criticism.
The lack of intensity in the face.
But sometimes the truth can hurt.
I guess I want this so much.
And it pays to get to the show on time, or the curtain may come down for good.
I don't even know if she can model, to be honest.
New Zealand's Next Top Fashions and New Zealand's Next Top Model, brought to you by Glassons.